Yo mate, what up? Welcome to another lawn tip vid. So today, as you guys saw at the start of the video, I was getting the dew off the grass. So, not something you have to do. A little bit over the top, but something that I like to do this time of year because there's high chance of disease, especially in my climate here. We get a bit more rain. The grass is starting to slow down a little bit with growth. Speed up a little bit with growth with our cool season stuff. It's still kicking along quickly. I mowed this 3 days ago and it is long, like it is going nuts. So I might get some PGR down later in this video as well. But great to help with disease pressure because when you get the dew off the lawn, it stops it being wet for so long, which then prevents disease to an extent. Great for dollar spot this time of year. Not a bad idea to do to prevent like winter diseases like winter fusarium, snow mold or something like that, which is the same thing as winter fusarium, and just those nasty diseases. Not only that, I wanted to do it so that this lawn would dry out so I could get another early cut on it because it's currently 8:30 in the morning. I want to get a cut on this bad boy. But today I just wanted to quickly talk about how important mowing is for your lawn. Probably the most important tip of all is mowing your grass regularly. Makes a huge difference to the appearance of your lawn, how thick your lawn is, and even the overall colour and just how healthy it tends to look in the long run. Now what actually made me think of this is the last week I've been mowing this lawn nearly every single day, and the difference in the colour of the lawn, just the look of it, and like just how tidy it looks is ridiculous. Like it looks so good. I think it's something I've always talked about is mowing regularly is going to be the best thing for your lawn, and obviously keeping some water up to it. I wouldn't even look at fertilizers and stuff to improving your lawn until you start getting on a regular mowing schedule. For me, that's 2 to 3 times a week. Could be once a week for you guys, could be even once a fortnight, but don't leave it a month. Don't leave it any longer than that because your lawn will struggle. So the reason I am bringing this up as well is because I really noticed it, because this year I haven't mowed my lawn as much as I have in previous years, and I'll tell you what, the lawn just hasn't looked as good this season as it has previous years, which means I haven't got my eye over it every day, not looking at it all the time, so you really do notice the difference. It helps with weed suppression as well, mowing regularly, but the biggest thing I find is it just makes your lawn thick boy. Anyway, I think you guys get the point. Mow if you can, because that is the biggest tip I can give you guys. Mow your lawn regularly if you want a thick, healthy, luscious lawn, and then you can start to think about things like fertilizers, plant growth regulators, and other things like that. But first thing, mow your lawn. So speaking of mowing, let's get out the swab, let's give this thing a cut. Probably going to cut it again at 20 mil. I'm just going to keep it that height over winter this year, just to help retain some colour, help with some frost when the frost starts coming in. And yeah, I like the look of 20 mil. Just makes the stripes pop. Anyway, let's do this. Alrighty, so we are all done and dusted. I tell you what, man, I can't believe how much grass was on there. That was absolutely ridiculous. I think I got 6 full catches with that Swartman catcher, which is a decent sized catcher too. But the lawn, Love it. It's looking pure, like looking so tight. Now you can see there's a little bit of frost burn in a few spots here. So that yellowness there. So it's just because we're heading into winter and it's getting frostburn. But the lawn is looking great. Super stoked with how it's looking after that overseed that I did a couple of months ago now. Mate, I don't think it's ever been better, honestly. Pure! Also, I thought I'd quickly mention, we've got these limited edition beanies that I've just got in with a inverted logo, as you can see. Almost looks sort of like the Jurassic Park logo. And we'll have more of the red ones coming in probably next week. But these will be up on the website, limited edition ones, and then once they're sold out, they're sold out. And then we'll get the red ones back as well with the red logo. So keep an eye out on the website for those bad boys. Anywho, thanks all for watching. Really appreciate it. I'm not going to put any PGR down now. I think I'm just going to keep on top of the mowing because I've just looked at the weather forecast, rain, frost, and then frost from basically here on out. So we're getting below 0 now at night, and our days are averaging around 12 to 15 degrees. So we're basically winter. Anyway, it's all good. Thanks guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like this video if you enjoyed it. You guys have a good week. So as you can see, I've done a few wet mows this week, which is not the smartest thing to do, to be honest. Ryegrass, man, it is sticky stuff. You don't get it like couch grass does not do this. Just doesn't have the high, what's the word? Like as much chlorophyll in it. Ryegrass, man, it's messy stuff. As soon as you get into cool season grass, you would know about it. Yuck, I should have really washed this down after I mowed it last, which I think I'll just do after I set this up. So, most important thing with these reel mowers, I go over this time and time again, but if you're mowing regularly, you need to always make sure that the reel to bed knife is contacting. If you've got a rotary mower, which is one that has blades underneath, make sure the blades are sharp or you're going to get your lawn getting torn, like the grass blades will be torn. Now as you can see, that is not cutting, that's not cutting, and that's not cutting, so it does need to be adjusted slightly. Only a smidge though, because you can hear that is slightly contacting. This needs to actually be taken back and be ground, I'm pretty sure, because that should be cutting with that amount of contact. It still will cut the lawn at this. Like if I double this over, for example, this should cut this paper like that. See, for example, see that cut on that edge, but not the other edge. Okay, so it cut there, didn't cut there, didn't cut in the middle. There we go. No, it is cutting there, sorry. Just didn't spin it fast enough. Okay, so it's cutting all the way along with 2 bits of paper. Now, I don't want to tighten this reel anymore. Otherwise, that's just too much contact. A bit of that gristly noise you can hear there is just the grass in there as well. As soon as I take that grass out, there shouldn't really be any contact. But yeah, I'm not going to adjust that down anymore after folding it down in half like that to make the paper a little bit thicker. Otherwise, we will start to ruin the unit itself.